Hello and welcome to Colorado Mesa Esports. Today we are watching Colorado Mesa Gold versus
Texas Agricultural and Mechanical International University.
Yay! So it will be best of five, first of three. The way how NACE works, this is I believe week 4. We do see the scores of the team on the brackets right now. Texas A&M is currently 0-3. Colorado Mesa is 2-1.
We will start on the 3-point map.
It will be a coin flip. Whoever wins the coin flip will get to pick the first map, and then from there it goes from loser's pick, going to hybrid, then flashpoint, push, and finally just plain escort at the end if it goes to for a 2v2 tiebreaker.
Yes.
Right now we're just waiting for the first round to start. Both of the teams are in lobby. For CMU we have Sasquatch, Pyrorat, Haddle Aurora, Wolfie, and Order 16.
On Texas International side, we have Shiny, Giga, Salty, Attack Taco, and Aura.
So hopefully we'll start soon. Sorry,
Production, be quiet.
I stream.
Silence.
Our cam guys are having fun. We're good, yeah.
Yep.
Thank you. So I believe we are gonna start very shortly. It
We
looks
are
like,
starting on Lijiang Tower.
yeah, this is a very common pick, I feel like, from a lot of teams. We've seen this basically every round so far as the first map pick.
Yes, it is also CMU's standard pick,
Yeah.
I believe.
It's a I feel like pretty even map, you know? It's, compared to a lot of other control maps, it's a lot more fair for both teams, I would be willing to argue.
I think the comps you can develop on this map is wide. You don't necessarily have to be stuck down to a dive type comp or
Yeah.
a brawling comp. You can pretty much pick and choose however you want to play.
Yeah, it's, you know, it really depends on what you want to do as a team. We know Gold, Haddle Aurora is a newer pick for this season. Unfortunately, the former DPS for CMU Gold, Larkspur, did have to leave due to, I believe it was school issues. However, Haddle Aurora did play last season for Black when it happened. It does look like we're going in now. See if we see any early picks. We do see the Sojourn walk pretty quick.
Sojourn for Aura, Genji for Pyrorat. Pyro does really like to go into those back lines.
Yeah, we see also the Venture Diva Lucio, so that's going to be a very heavy dive team.
Yes. These are the pre-game picks. They may change them up by the time the actual match comes around, where we're just waiting for everybody to load in.
Yeah, I'm not... yeah, I guess so. Oh, there we
There
go.
it
I was wondering what was happening.
It'll take a moment for them to select their roles.
Yeah, so we'll see what team fit. We'll see if we do see that Sojourn again. They did run a pretty big pretty big dive comp, but so we'll see if Colorado Mesa can deal with that, because we do have that Genji to dive back as well. Oh, match. Oh, what's happening? Oh, there we go. So from Colorado Mesa side, we see Sasquatch on Hazard. We see the Genji, the Venture, Kiriko, and Juno.
And on the side of Texas International, we have a Genji, Moira, Orisa, Lucio, and a Hanzo.
Perks are not currently enabled in NACE. They will be, I believe, starting next week. Perks will be a active part in this. However, this game will not include them. So it's just gonna be your standard Overwatch game prior to basically this new patch.
Yes. I'm quite excited to see Sasquatch's Hazard. I feel like I have not seen too much of it.
Yeah, we saw it a little bit last week during on the game that didn't get streamed. The recap for that will be out soon. We see here comes Fire with a lot of that poke damage in the back line.
Yes, doing a great job diving into them.
Yeah, and both supports do go down from Texas A&M. Juno does follow soon after on Colorado Mesa side. Diva does go out of the mech, and Juno Venture also went down there in the process. Very great fight for Colorado Mesa on first point there. Good team
And
kill.
thoroughly capture from them.
Yeah, very nice team kill. Very great fights. We do see a swap to Farah and Orisa pretty quickly. So that's going to be very hard for them to deal with their current team comp.
Yes, they really do not have the range. Their most best range characters are Genji and such, but those slow
Yeah.
projectiles will be very difficult to hit.
Kiriko maybe could deal with it, but it's
also
gonna
have-
be really hard for it.
In the back line, we have
Ooh.
the Venture causing chaos.
Hadel does get very, very low here. Does go down, dying to the Pharah as we were talking about.
Early pick from the Pharah.
Yep. And we'll see. Order 16 also
CMU
goes
seems
down
to be
here.
getting pushed back. They're going
Yeah.
to retreat. It's good not to lose too much people in the fights. You don't award as much ult charge if you do.
Yeah, it's either, either die on point and catch the wave or just back out and stay alive. It looks like the option was to back out and stay alive in this case.
I think the first ult of the game is likely to be Wolfie's Kiriko ult.
Yeah, we'll see if that comes up and if that gets used next fight. We do see Venture Shiny also has very close to ult charge. Does get very low there. Ooh.
Getting very low. The battle of the tanks.
Yeah, Pyrorat does go down, dying to that far, as we talked about. That's going to be very annoying for him to deal with.
We've clearly got switched to Soldier to attempt to deal with the Pharah.
Yeah.
No ults have been used yet, but all of them are starting
Paddle
to come
does go
online.
down, yep. And that will be CMU does have to hold back again. Wolfie also goes down here. Very unfortunate pick. We see Sasquatch getting out, and that
Texas is about to have all 5 ults up and ready.
Yeah.
Colorado Mesa with 3. This next fight will get very...
probably will be a big ult fight, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll probably see most, not everything, come out. At least from South Texas A&M. It makes sense for them to use it. We see Sasquatch does go in and use the Hazard ult. Unfortunately, not getting too many people. There is a Lucio beat to counter it, as well as the Pharah ult coming out. We do see the Genji blade go down. However, does manage to pick off the Orisa. Very nice.
Pyrorat doing a good job of distracting and staying alive.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there's just not a lot he can do without that extra tank support.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Sasquatch switching over to the Zarya.
We really need Hadel to look more at this Pharah if they want this team to come to work. We can't have Pyrorat trying to deal with it, because it's just... Oh, we do see the Kiriko ult go out here. Far getting a very nice boot both on Hadel and Order 16 off of the map.
On
Very
this map,
unfortunate.
those pushback abilities are so strong.
Yeah.
Anything with knockback can completely change the team fight.
We do see Pyrorat trying to backcap here. Probably just trying to contest point as A&M hits.
Leave some of the blue bar on there to hit it over to overtime. But unfortunately,
they would have to be on point for it to become overtime. So that will be first point to Texas A&M. If we don't know, the way how NACE works is the best of 3 or best of 5 first to 3. So we will play this point out to the end. Whoever wins the next, if Texas A&M wins the next map, that will be first point going to them. If CMU manages to win this point, it will be bringing it to a third map on Lijiang.
yes. We've seen some switches. Wolfie over to the Mercy. Maybe trying to get some stronger sustain through the Pharah attack.
Yeah.
Get a res off in case there's an early pick.
And Wolfie is Mercy is a very comfortable pick for Wolfie. We see that very often from her. So we'll see if that, maybe will just help getting that kind of sustain up. Trying to get possibly just, play a character they're more used to.
With the Lucio, it looks like Texas is going to be able to get an early hold on point.
Yeah.
The CMU begins to contest.
We see
Ara going down early though.
Very great pick from Sasquatch. The horse also follows soon after. Huge picks from Sasquatch, letting CMU try to push in here. Order 16 gets the pick on the Moira. That's a very nice pick from CMU. Yep, and we do see the Lucio
trying to escape. So
Lucio goes down to Order. That's a great first point. Great first fight from CMU.
Yes.
It looked sketchy for a second with the fact that Texas International did get on point a lot quicker.
I
But
think the Zarya is turning out to be a good pick. Ara has switched over to the Mei, I believe, to try and counter the Zarya, not giving as much charge and able to isolate Zarya as soon as she runs out of her bubbles.
we also see that Brig pick, which also will... Zarya is at full charge, gets very low here. That horse
full
is
charge
getting melted.
Yeah. Mesa going down.
And they're just continuing to give Sasquatch this charge.
Sasquatch melting them and Pyro Rat picking up the value.
That will be a team kill for Colorado Mesa. Great. It really is. They're just feeding into that Zarya.
We have a switch to Ramatra.
I could possibly help. I think the Sojourn... The thing is with Zarya, if there's a Sojourn bubble, you can just sit in it and get charged very easily.
Yes.
So as long as
I think Sasquatch has been doing a good job at building the charge.
Yeah, we see already at 100% again.
Wolfie also damage boosting on top of it is resulting
we
in
do
just a very,
see
very strong map
Texas
there.
A&M basically ignoring the main point, going around the side and running into them. Sasquatch does get very low here. However, great job from CMU getting a huge fight all at once, getting 4 of Texas A&M, leaving only the Brig up.
You can see Wolfie is really stuck to Sasquatch's back, giving a damage boost when Sasquatch is on high charge, and keeping them alive in those dangerous health situations.
Yeah, it's been we also see Colorado Mesa has basically all 5 ults besides Nano. Which I do think Nano was used last fight. This would be a great place for a grab. There we go.
A Genji blade.
Very nice combination there, getting the Brig and the Sojourn down,
and then
well
able
as
to
a
dive
Moira.
into the backline, even if Pyro loses their life, and they
and he manages to escape. We see Sasquatch dealing with Ramatra on point, Hadal Aurora chasing down that May. May does go down, so does Ramatra.
Ramatra's able to get the overtime, but
however,
I don't think anybody else can get.
We see the deflect on the Moira ball. That was a great hold by CMU. Really brought it back in that second round. That will bring it to 1-1 overall, bringing us to the third map of Lijiang. W carry indeed. So this last point, it will be obviously the fight for the final point for the first map of the game. Obviously that Zarya really worked out for CMU's favor. I think.
I do wonder what they'll try to pick to counter it.
Yeah.
We've gone back to the Orisa, maybe back to a comfort character.
We do see a swap to Ramatra from Sasquatch.
Oh, maybe that Zarya wasn't getting as much value as we thought, or that they have a different plan for this part of the map.
I think Ramatra is very strong on this map, just with because there's a lot of small hallways in this area, especially that main like fishbowl kind of space.
We've seen Aura switch to a Reaper as well, maybe hoping to rack up some more damage on the devastating tank attacks.
Yeah, and we see Pyrat with the early engage here, as well as the Ramatra. I don't even know what you want to call that. We see the Venture coming out, but Pyrat does have Wolfie in the back pocket helping out there.
Venture is definitely targeting Wolfie.
Venture is very low here. They just need to finish off.
Pyro at low.
Oh.
Pyro at.
Hadal does manage to kill Brig. Sasquatch managing to kill Reaper as well.
This first point should go to CMU. Texas got very close to capturing it.
Yeah.
CMU's been able to contest it.
And now Orisa's doing a great job at trying to just hold point there.
Yes.
Moira does fade out, and it looks like Texas A&M International will be backing out here as Pyrat just continues to apply that poke pressure.
Aura getting an early pick. This gives the advantage to Texas here as they try to do a retake.
They do have Ramatra to hold this choke a little bit until Aurora can come back, but we'll see how much that manages to help. We see Pyro in the backline getting a very nice kill on that Brig. However, Venture does manage to kill Ana Order 16 in the process. Wolfie does get the res off, but Sasquatch also goes down.
Has switched over to Olga to get some other value there.
Ooh, that will be interesting. We'll see how that goes.
I think it's not a bad pick against the Ramatra. Able to both melt that shield, stand in front line without providing much value to the Ramatra type of damage.
I'm honestly surprised Texas A&M didn't manage to cap there. There's a very great job from the remaining side of CMU holding them off there.
I think what has been key for them has been Order's antis able to prevent the healing on Salty and Mauga. It's been great value.
And shout out to people in the chat. Highlight. We do see the Soldier ult come out here very early, as well as the Genji Blade also went out. Both of the DPS ults getting very nice value. The Moira ult does manage to kill Pyrat in the process, however, most of her team will be dead, unfortunately.
Damage is already done.
Yeah.
Pyro getting in
and Wolfie does get the res on Pyro, we see Pyro and Order 16 both getting a very nice pick on the Sojourn and the Moira. CMU's done a great job at really holding off Texas A&M International at this point here. Like how I said, Ramatra is very good on this map. We've seen him a lot.
Ramatra is getting a lot of value out of holding this choke here.
Yeah.
I also want to mention, this is probably the most damage boost value I've seen out of a Mercy. Order doing a great job of healing, well, Wolfie on the Mercy.
You do see the Venture ult go out here, however, doesn't seem to get much value.
We've also got a Brigitte ult going on.
Yep, and the Mercy ult also happened. Ult goes off. We'll see. I was thinking we were going to see a Ramatra ult, but apparently not.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Trying to save that for a later contest, maybe? Here it is.
Well, it's at 99 already. There we go, yeah. And that will be first map of Lijiang going to CMU Gold. Great round thus far.
Yes.
You know, Sasquatch in general has played a lot of dive tanks so far this semester. We've seen him on ball a bunch, stuff like that. Ara is getting player of the game on Pharah.
I believe it is that justice from above.
Yeah.
Oh,
there's
no,
the
it's
boob. Oh.
That is a
That's
harsh reminder
unfortunate.
of what has happened.
Oh, and there goes Wolfie as well. Very unfortunate.
Pyro-Rat. I believe Pyro-Rat barely escapes that interaction, if memory serves.
Very unfortunate. So the next map of a hybrid will be up to Texas A&M to pick. That was a great round, really. We saw
Yes.
one Sasquatch. I feel like he was really running that game on the latter half of the points. Him and Wolfie with that Mercy Pocket did a great
Mercy
job.
Pocket. The Zarya Mercy Pocket
Yeah.
was very, very good. Wolfie did not pocket him as much while he was on the Ramatra.
Yeah.
But Wolfie was getting plenty of value by
Those
going over to
reses.
those reses and really helping Pyro-Rat get those early picks in the backline.
Mm-hmm.
A dive Mercy almost.
Yeah, it's a great. Well, you know, Wolfie in general has, well, I'd say Vino, but she does a lot of those really risky, stupid quote unquote reses, and we've seen a lot of value out of it so far. We'll see if we continue to get that value from her. I believe the next map has been chosen. I can't see quite. It will be Blizzard World.
Blizzard World. A
Interesting.
unique one. Not
Yeah.
often picked, but fun in its own right. We'll get to see all the amenities from Heroes of the Storm to
Yeah. World of Warcraft. I
World
think
of
as well?
Warcraft. Yes, there's much World of
Yeah.
Warcraft around.
I don't really know a lot of Blizzard games if I'm honest.
I
But
believe there's some Hearthstone references
Yeah,
as
there
well.
is.
Yes, the Hearthstone Tavern.
you know, I feel like Blizzard World is kind of like Icon World. You don't see it. Some teams really favor it. You don't see it too often.
Yes,
Due to the
that
fact of that
initial
choke.
choke there is
Yeah.
so difficult.
We do see the Tracer from Texas A&M, which could be
It will allow them to at least get somebody past the choke, doing damage
Yeah.
in the backline. On the side of Colorado Mesa, we see a Torbjorn.
which probably will deal with that Tracer quite a bit, just
Yes.
leaving that turret in the watching flank. Diva,
Can
I
get a
think, is
lot
an
of value.
interesting pick. I would have, you know, if I was CMU, I probably would have wanted that Ramatra again, maybe the Zarya. I don't.
Something to hold that choke a little bit tighter.
Yeah, we'll see how Diva works. It could, maybe this is how CMU has been practicing defense, but I feel.
Well, there is a nice thing of diving up and down high grounds here, getting over and back. The mobility is a nice perk of a diva.
Yeah. That's a very nice turret as well. Very
Yeah,
defended
I
there.
think that is a planned turret placement.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't look like they'll really contest this initial choke.
I don't know. It's
Long range.
yeah. Obviously, that high ground
See
is a very
Sasquatch
common
in the
one.
building to the side. The Salty's just going to walk in, try and get past. And
Yep.
the team's able to follow quickly.
They do ping the Tracer off on the side, so they will probably, you know, at least be able to shut that down a little bit. Diva does have to back out here a bit.
And that's the
Sojourn
mobility
does
we
manage
talked
to
about.
get that turret down. It's going to be quite a bit of an issue for them.
Shiny going low,
ooh,
but Salty
Order-
the first to go. With the
Order getting a
coordinate.
very nice nade there.
Pyro
Pyro
Rat.
getting a great 2K as
Great
well.
value.
Yep.
And now all you have left is the supports trying to back out, save their lives a little bit.
It looks like CMU will back out and let them get back to regroup. Probably the smarter idea. I don't think chasing down there would have been great.
The defender side spawn is so much further away than attacker side. That's
Yeah.
the one real advantage Texas has with this choke.
Yeah, it's
They can get through this choke and get to the other side. If they can get early picks,
yep,
it
and
will greatly hinder Colorado Mesa.
the Torbjorn turret does go down here early as well. We do see Hadal Aurora does go down to that Orisa. We see and a lot of ooh. We see
That's
the
why
bridge
feeling a
possibly
little
going
bit
down there.
isolated, but still
Order
able
does
to
get
the
that bridge
value.
down. Very nice kill. That, you know, Diva's gotten a lot more
Wolfie
value than what
going
we thought.
down.
Very nice anti from the Ana from Order 16. Sasquatch and Pyro managing to get kills here on the Sojourn and
Order
Orisa.
16 doing great on that high ground as the Tracer tries to get around the flank, but unfortunately, Sasquatch is ready and
Does
waiting.
look like she's gonna get caught out there, possibly. Yes, there we
It
go.
would've- I think it almost would have
And
been
the
better to let
Torbjorn
herself
turret.
die a little bit earlier.
Obviously, with a lot of these, especially these maps where offensive spawn is so close to the point, a lot of it is better to just die as quickly as you can. You'd rather die as a group than stagger off like that, so you can catch wave and try to do a next big team fight.
Luckily, Tracer is quick, so
Yeah,
Shiny will be able to get back quite quickly.
we might
Salty
see
going
Blade
down.
here. Not yet. Who's holding this?
Nope.
Ooh,
That anti
that
very
anti's
strong,
gonna be
and
big.
here comes the
Sasquatch
blade to
there.
follow up.
Ooh, great play by Pyro.
Pyro-Rat.
getting both of the supports using that blade, possibly with
Nano
Tracer.
Blade,
No,
one
not
of the
quite
most
yet.
powerful things around.
Very classic ult combination. Aura does go down in the backline there, and that's a great hold from CMU, doing it.
Giga switching over to the Mercy, trying to mimic some of Wolfie's value here.
I mean, Wolfie's done a great job so far. I think as well, Order 16 with the nade has been insane.
Very, very.
He's done a great job of just consistently beating up his horse, basically. We see both D.Va and Torbjorn ult go out as well. The horse ult also goes, however, she does get caught in the Torbjorn ult while she was ulting, unfortunately, losing a lot of HP there.
HP, and it'll be really hard. Texas knows it. They want to back up. They want to try and get another team fight with their tank. A switch to D.Va to get the tank back faster. Texas is trying desperately not to lose anyone.
They still have a minute left. I think, yeah.
Torbjorn.
Torbjorn for Sojourn. We'll see. Honestly, we'll see if Wolfie gets the res. There we go. Yeah, I thought so.
And immediately all value of
and we see that anti on the D.Va again. Ward 16 is doing a great job at hitting those antis early.
Trying to get the point.
D.Va does go down.
Point, get some
Tracer's also very low here. Ooh, the Mercy does get the res on the D.Va, however, I don't know how much value it gets. D.Va is back in her mech though.
They'll be able to contest point. Start tapping a little bit.
We'll see.
They get a full capture point.
No, both of the DPS very low there. Fighting Press does get 2 there, you're right. Both supports are down.
We're slowly letting Salty cap.
They are hitting overtime though with this cap. If they manage to kill just 2 people, I don't... Pyro does blade there. I don't know how smart that is with 15 HP left. Does manage to get the D.Va down somehow. The very
Pyro goes at the end, the dash to the death.
Very high risk, high reward play. Seemed to work out great for them.
High risk, high reward, but nothing but reward for Pyro Rat.
Yep, and I don't know how that managed to work out for him in his favor, but it does seem to go well. And that will bring CMU to attack now. Texas A&M getting no points, 59.5% progress. CMU has to basically just match that within, I believe, 4 minutes timer.
Yes. It will be difficult for Texas International to hold this point.
You see all the nice posters.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was a really great hold by CMU. That Torbjorn got a lot of value. That Ana really did a great job there.
The Merlot.
We see Sigma on Texas A&M side and the Junkrat both very good at holding points. We saw that a couple weeks ago on Eichenwald from, I believe, Colorado Mesa Gold.
True. Yes. The Sigma will be very strong on this. Looks like they will try a lot harder to contest that initial point.
Yeah.
CMU was getting a lot of damage as they walked out of that initial choke. It looks like Texas International wants to contest it, hold them there.
But we do see,
the wrecking ball could force them out of the backline very hard.
Yeah.
And the Venture with a lot of survivability could also force them.
We do see Wolfie on Zenyatta as well. This is a very, like, I think dive heavy team is the easiest way to describe it. You have all 3 of your tank and DPS basically ready to go at any given moment. You see the Honey just going right around the initial choke. Sasquatch managing to push. Ooh, Sasquatch doing a great job of just displacing people. Wolfie does go down here early, dying to the Junkrat. However, they do manage to push off Texas A&M off the high ground.
Texas International, but they've healed up.
Yeah. Pyro is on point.
Pyro isolated though. Can they get out? Looks like it.
Looks like Sasquatch will come and help on as well, managing to just get a lot of poke damage. Another great nade on that tank. Salty. Oh, Shiny Fresh does manage to kill.
Yes, Salty managing to get out.
CMU did a great job at displacing Texas A&M off that high ground.
I think what I like here about CMU is CMU's not conceding the space they've taken.
Yeah.
They don't want to give it up. They're still allowing their teammates to get past the choke just by having everybody survive up here in this high ground.
They're still, obviously not pushing in too hard without their supports, but still allowing, just holding the space that they need.
Sasquatch wants this dojo, but isn't able to capitalize it by themselves. Aura getting low on the jump.
We see Sasquatch bullying that poor Lifeweaver. Pyro does manage to kill Aura in the process. We see Lifeweaver very low. Hadel getting the pick on Lifeweaver.
And this could be it.
Moira does go down here.
It will be really hard for Texas to get all the respawns in time.
Sojourn
We'll
goes down.
definitely see some desperate dashes out from them, but they just don't have the time.
Yeah, we see the Diva swap. We see a lot of swaps there to try to contest. Unfortunately, he's not able to. That will be second point Blizzard World going to see it. Colorado Mesa bringing it to 2-0 overall.
I think Colorado Mesa had a good idea there. They recognized the issue would always be the choke, and they just made sure that they could get in fast, make some space, hold that space while they regrouped again.
And we see Huddle Aurora player of the game right at the last point there, getting the pick on the Lifeweaver, the Moira, and Stigma, I think, here as well.
Yes, I believe.
Yep. Oh, and the Sojourn. I didn't even realize she was in that corner. Very nice.
Some good value off that venture.
Yeah. So it's,
we'll be moving on to Flashpoint.
if CMU wins the next map, it will be that will be the game. If Texas A&M manages to win Flashpoint, then that will bring us to Push. So far, the map has yet to be decided. It will be Texas A&M International's pick.
Yes. We'll have to see which of the two Flashpoint maps they choose.
We've seen a lot of Servasa so far.
Servasa has been the popular pick.
I don't think a lot of
and
teams.
it is again.
No?
No, that's just
Not
our
quite,
production screwing with us. Love our production. Everybody.
Shout out to those guys.
Shout out to production.
Shout out to. It is Servasa though. We were correct.
It is Servasa. We've got the official pick now. It is Servasa.
This was just our turn to mess with our production people. It's okay.
We're just getting gaslit by production. It's fine.
And now it's our turn to mess with them. Good job. Shout out to you guys. So yeah, Servasa is a very common pick. We've seen Colorado Mesa do really well on Servasa before.
At this point, I think Colorado Mesa has become very comfortable with this map.
Yeah. I think most teams are. No one likes playing New Junk City, if we're honest. I don't know any team that picks this map, like picks New Junk willingly.
I have not seen a lot of New Junk City, if I'm honest.
It's mainly... Sorry.
A lot of teams have played with it.
Yeah, it's mainly there to be the off-meta pick, I feel like. Yeah. It's just kind of there to, like... you know... A lot of the time, people will pick some off-meta maps, like such as Eichenwald and such, or New Junk, when needed to try to, mess up the other team, try to play something they're not as comfortable with. But you can also, pick a map like Servasa, where both teams are probably comfortable with it, but it's a lot easier to fight on. And we see some early picks come out. Sasquatch on Widowmaker, not quite right there.
Well, has Sasquatch moved over to DPS, or are they just messing around here?
They're just messing around, I'm willing to bet.
Most likely. I think you still have to select in your role inside of waiting stage, so I think.
They were in waiting stage. They were just in waiting for players. That was it. Because it is against NACE rules to swap roles mid-game. So that's why I was confused. Yes. Yeah. I think it was just messing around as they were waiting for waiting for everyone to load in. So we will probably see the actual picks now. Most likely not Sasquatch on Widowmaker.
It'd be funny.
It would certainly be something to watch. I don't know if we would get much value out of it, but...
I don't know. I feel like Widowmaker would also be a very hard pick on this one. Yes, there we go. Sasquatch on the Doomfist.
He plays Doomfist pretty regularly, actually. He is quite comfortable with it.
If I remember, we've seen him on Doomfist quite a few times.
Yeah, we see a lot of other common picks. Oh, hi, Order. We see a lot of other pretty common picks from CMU Gold. Doomfist is really the only one we haven't seen thus far. For Texas A&M, we do see... it was pretty similar. Alex is still on Brig, Ara is still on Sojourn. I think the biggest swaps we've seen so far is Gigas on Kiriko and Shiny on Genji.
We've seen lots of Alex Tacos on Brigitte. I feel like we haven't seen as much value as I would have liked out of Brigitte.
Yeah, Brig is quite a difficult character to learn. I will admit, like, as someone who plays Brig pretty regularly, she's not the easiest character to pick up. And there's a lot of different ways to play her. Yeah, Shiny does get very low here.
Kiriko coming to help, but that might just be coming to their own
Yeah,
doom.
that will be Kiriko going down right at the start there. Great pick from Sasquatch, Pirate, and Wolfie.
Doing a good job distracting,
Whatever
allowing
point
Texas
is open, though.
Yeah, start capping the point, but the fight advantage is definitely in Colorado Mesa's park right now.
Aura does get very low here. Orisa does go down to Sasquatch, or going down to Pyrat. Pyrat managed to get Alex as well, and that will, I believe, first point capture from Colorado Mesa. We'll see if they manage to do it or if they manage to
Giga needs to get out of here before they lose any more health. I think they're trying
to
help
Gigas is very, very low. I don't know if
Press
Shiny Press
Shiny
does
Press
die.
is the one to lose their life.
Unfortunate. Great. Sasquatch has done a great job of just applying pressure. I feel like that's Doomfist's main thing is just be in their face. Reinhardt.
Switch to the Reinhardt.
I think that could be really good.
Yeah, they don't. Colorado Mesa doesn't have much to counter a Reinhardt right now, and there's a lot of people that like getting up close and not necessarily dealing the most.
We see Reinhardt
Still,
pretty
Reinhardt
low here, getting
pushed around.
very annoyed, dealing with having
Sasquatch
to
again with an early pick onto Aura, getting a lot of value out of this dive.
Yeah, and we
his
see
ult already.
We see Reinhardt also goes down, dying to Haddle Aurora. Possibly. Oh, Gigas. Unfortunately, this poor Kiriko's just been getting bullied all game. I feel like Brig does go down there, so does Gigas, and that will be a great team fight from CMU. We see that Reinhardt trying to get on and contest, but I just think
Seems like they're bleeding in.
The Genji blade does go out.
An early pop of the Genji blade, but it prevents anybody from getting the point.
It gets both
Colorado
of the DPS down in the process, so it's a good ult in my opinion.
Yeah, it gets the value. It secures the first point of the map.
Yeah. So that will be bringing us to the next point of Flashpoint. However, we do see both of the supports getting very low. I don't know what's happening in that backline there, but probably just some poke damage.
Maybe some shiny press pressure.
Yeah, probably. We do see a swap to Tracer, so and the Diva swap. So probably this could be a really big ult for a Doomfist, actually.
Yes, I think.
I don't know if he wants to ult here, but that could be great.
I think going to try and use it for survivability. Make sure he can hard dive. And
that's a great stun by that Brig, managing to counter that empowered punch right there. However, the Brig does go down.
That gets it in the end. Aura though getting some good value. No DPS for CMU. We'll have to see how much Sasquatch can do for them.
We do see the Diva on point fully. Oh, we do
Diva's
see the Nano go out.
The Nano might be able to keep Doom here alive and dealing enough damage.
Well, it does look like Diva's about to get demexed. Bomb does go out.
I think that's just bomb to remech.
Yeah.
Mech
Order go get squashed. Both supports are down.
Here's the
Honey Sasquatch nearly going off the map, but using his ult to stay alive.
It's been a very, very close fight from both
Aurora
sides
does go
so
down.
long.
We do see Pulse One go on, unfortunately not getting anyone. Unfortunately,
Salty Press just missing the health pack, costing them their life.
Yes, Haddle we're on 5 HP. Diva does go down. And that will be. Ooh!
Pyro Rat getting some good value. Sasquatch getting back for the heals.
I'm honestly surprised CMU managed to get point with the fact they were down both of their supports for the majority of that fight. But
yes, the
Doomfist pick apparently is working out very well.
Very well. The survivability, even though we're not seeing so much damage, the backline dives and just the as soon as Sasquatch sees somebody low enough health, he's just on top of it.
Aura does on Hanto manages to kill the Ana Pyra. Does manage to kill Aura as a trade. Very nice job.
The brothers always have a little bit of beef in any match.
Sasquatch does get Giga's wife. We see Haddle Aurora dealing with that Tracer. Haddle does get the kill. Diva does manage to kill Venture afterwards, however does get demech.
Too little, too late.
She will go down there and that will be second point to CMU.
Yes. The third point is
could
be the end of the game.
Yeah. So
depending on who can take it here.
So if you don't know, Flashpoint is similar to how the overall bracket in this works. It's best of 5 versus 3. So Colorado Mesa, if they win this next point, we do see Pyro getting very low here.
Colorado Mesa is going to be the first one to group up on the point. All of Texas International is here and ready. They're seeing if they can isolate this Sasquatch.
We're seeing Sasquatch getting a lot of great value, poking out that back line. Diva does get demech, and Diva goes down. We do see the Kiriko getting unfortunate.
Some great value from Sasquatch, making even more damage. His punches have been very good, getting lots of people in the collateral of them.
We've talked about it before, or at least like Overwatch in general has talked about it before. A lot, especially in this elo, a lot of the time people will just shoot a block Doomfist. They don't realize that empowered punch does quite as much damage as it does. So we see here, they're just shooting him, giving it 100% for free, doing a lot of damage. Especially to the squishy supports. So they do kind of need to stop shooting at
the Venture ult.
Great Venture ult from Haddle, getting Kiriko and Hanzo. The Diva ult does go out.
Diva bomb, taking out Wolfie. We also have Brigida ult up. Diva not able to remech in time.
Pyra also very low, dying to that Tracer. I don't know if you heard Wolfie, but she did yell that gets me. Very unfortunate. We do see the Tracer recall trying to escape Sasquatch. Tracer does go down anyways.
Hallowed Aurora getting some very good value on this Venture as Sasquatch continues to dive them. The
Oh,
counter stun, but there's no trade.
Texas A&M really only has one more push, one desperate. We do see the
An
nano go
early
out.
nano. They're gonna try and hold them at this choke. You can see
Yeah.
Aurora, everybody trying to touch point.
Unfortunately, they
Barely
do.
unable to. So close.
We see them getting so close to touching that right as it hits 100%. That will be third point going to CMU, finishing off this map very, very early. We'll see who gets player of the game. It will be Pyro. Probably that 2K Blade from earlier.
Yes, probably the 2K Blade.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Blade up.
No, is this Blade? I don't know.
Yes, they kill the Reinhardt as a group
Yeah,
and then
there
Blades
we go.
into their backline.
Very nice shot from Pyro. Great shot. Oh.
Well, I guess we don't get to see the last Blade kill, but still a great performance from CMU.
So that will bring the overall scores for both teams to 0-4 for Texas A&M and Colorado Mesa to 3-1. If that will be today's stream. We stream usually every Tuesday for Overwatch, Wednesday for Valorant, and Thursday for Smash. That is subject to change depending on the game scheduling. Colorado Mesa Esports on basically all social media. And that will be it for the stream. Thank you for watching.
Good night.